All right, let's be honest. When you hear Makey Makey, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's that famous banana piano, right? And hey, it's a classic for a reason. But what we're going to dive into today is a whole universe of apps that show this little invention board is, well, it's so much more than just a musical fruit basket. Yeah, I'm going to ask you straight up. Is that banana piano the only thing you picture? It's an awesome party trick for sure. But what if I told you that's just the very first note in a whole symphony of things you can create? And this is the secret sauce. We're talking about a whole suite of new apps that are totally plug and play. You know what that means? It means you can bring your wildest, craziest ideas to life, like instantly. And the best part? No coding, not a single line. Okay, first up, let's make some noise. We're diving headfirst into the sound studio. This is where you can literally transform everyday objects into, well, your very own orchestra. Just look at the variety here. You've got a new piano, the classic bongos. You can even compose with sheet music or just, create some awesome sonic chaos with the random sound player. But the one that I think is a total game changer, that's the audio sampler. Okay, this is where the real magic happens. This is where your creativity just completely takes over, because you're not stuck with preset sounds. Nope. You can record your own voice, your dog barking, a door slamming, literally anything. And then you can assign those sounds to different objects. Just imagine for a second, a drum kit made out of drawings on a piece of paper, playing sounds that you recorded. How cool is that? All right, so from making music, we're going to switch gears and move into pure invention. Welcome to the Gadget Lab. This is where your Makey Makey becomes a tool for building these simple but honestly seriously cool little gadgets for your everyday life. So let's take the alarm app, for example. Picture this. You've got that one favorite metallic pen, you know the one, and it's always going missing from your desk. Well, you just connect it to your Makey Makey, fire up the alarm app, and the second someone lifts it up and breaks that circuit, bam, an alarm goes off on your computer. It's like your own personal DIY security system. So simple, but so effective. And you can see how these little gadgets solve real problems, but in these really fun, physical ways. So, need to keep score for that epic homemade board game? There's a scoreboard app for that. Doing a science experiment and need a stopwatch? Just connect two things to the timer app. It's all about making physical buttons and switches for digital tools. Super clever. Okay, so we've done gadgets. Now let's pivot into the world of visual art. This is where things get really interesting because your drawings, your posters, even your sculptures, they stop being just static things to look at and they start becoming these amazing interactive experiences. So whether you're just doodling around with the Make-A-Sketch or maybe you're creating some awesome 8-bit art with Pixel Sketch, or, and this one's fun, you're giving a character a haircut with Fuzzy Face, these apps basically turn your Makey Makey into a paintbrush, a pencil, or even a pair of digital scissors. I gotta say, this one right here might be my favorite, the interactive poster app. Just think about a school project, right? Maybe a diagram of the solar system you drew with conductive ink. Now you can upload your own pictures and sounds, so when you touch Mars on your poster, boom, a picture of the rover pops up on the screen and you hear a cool fact about it. I mean, that completely changes how we can present and share information. It's incredible. All right, last but definitely not least, let's talk about games. But this isn't your typical gaming session. With Makey Makey, we're going to totally flip the script on what it even means to be a gamer. I mean, look, anyone can mash buttons on a plastic controller, right? That's not what this is about. The experience here goes way, way deeper than just winning or losing a game. It's all about inventing how you play. You're not just the player anymore. You're the controller designer. You get to decide if you're going to fly that spaceship with, I don't know, a tinfoil helmet, or maybe control a character by high-fiving your friend. See, the game itself is just the starting line. And the arcade is just packed with options. You can blast your way through a reimagined classic like Space Rocks, or maybe try to find your way out of a tricky maze in Dungeon Rescue. You could build a totally custom controller for a super fast-paced game of Fruit Catcher. Or even design your very own cardboard flippers for a digital game of pinball. See, every single game is a brand new invitation to invent something. So, when you put it all together, what have we seen? This app universe lets you wear so many different hats. One minute you're a musician composing a song with buckets of water. The next, you're an inventor protecting your favorite snacks. Then you're an artist making your drawings talk, or a gamer who literally builds their own rules. It's all possible. So at the end of the day, the tools are all right here just waiting for you. They're simple, they're powerful, and they are ready to go. The only real question left, the most important one, is what are you going to connect? And what are you going to make first?